Hi Year 9, this is Mr. Volfel, and I'm here to talk to you about GCSE history. Now, first of all, some of you might be asking, is this course for you? Well, history is the series of stories we tell about the past. It's the study of human society, which helps us understand who we are, where we've been, and where we're going. So if that element of studying humans, learning about the past, understanding the world around you appeals, then history is probably the course for you. Historians don't just want to keep what they've learned hidden, though. They like to communicate clearly, both verbally and in writing. So if you want to develop yourself in your written work, in your verbal work that would help you in all other subjects like your English or your science, or even say your dance and your drama in terms of how you communicate and write about it, history could be the course for you. So this qualification gives you a chance to explore multiple topics and develop multiple key skills that are useful for all walks of life. History, in short, leaves all options open. You don't just need to be a historian if you take History GCSE. Now, in terms of what you'll be taught, there are 4 main modules. The first one is Medicine Through Time, where we go from the medieval period through to the modern day, and we look at how medicine has changed and developed from drinking urine to work out what's wrong with you to now having medical scans, going from going to see a monk or a nun to look after you if you're sick to now the NHS and how that was created. You get to look at Elizabethan England and how Elizabeth, who many thought should never be queen, who faced numerous challenges, became one of the most well-respected English monarchs in spite of all of this. And there are a fair few assassination attempts along the way that we'll teach you about. We also teach you about the American West, and there's 2 stories here. The story for the Native Americans is one of tragedy as their way of life was destroyed. But it's also a story of triumph for many white Americans who started colonizing all of America. So how are you going to tell that story? As a triumph or a tragedy? And then we also cover Weimar and Nazi Germany, a topic that is absolutely fascinating, looking at how Hitler came to power, how he transformed Germany. This is one of the most significant periods of history, and this gives you a chance to study it in detail. Now, in the history department, we also want to try and get you out of the classroom, COVID permitting. In terms of some trips that we've either run in the past or have planned, we could go to Bath to the American Museum where they do workshops on Plains Indian life. We've taken kids to Belgium in the past to see the battlefields of World War I, which we study when we cover Medicine Through Time, because we have a depth study on medicine in World War I. We'd also love to have a chance to take kids to Berlin to see where the Nazis made their decisions and the impact that had. Some of you might be thinking about careers or further study. As already said, history keeps your options open because it makes you well skilled in reading, writing, and speaking. And these can help you in anything. It can help you at A-level, in history, or in other subjects. History also leads to multiple different careers. Students who study history, some go on to be lawyers, some become journalists, some are producers in TV or writers for TV or presenters, some end up becoming comedians. I know that sounds weird, but trust me on that. There's jobs in marketing, working in politics, the civil service, all sorts. Now, there are also those more history-specific ones, like teaching or researching history or working in museums or archives. Maybe that appeals to you. Some kids enjoy History GCSE if they want to be doctors because of the medicine module. Maybe that appeals to you. If any of this sounds interesting or appeals, this could be the right choice for you. If you'd like to know anything else, please come and speak to me. Send me a message on Teams or email, or chat to your history teacher. We would love to answer your questions, and hopefully we'll be able to teach you next year in Year 10.